I'm Rochelle Cross, and this is My AMDA Experience Take 2. Second semester is awesome so far. I've officially finished 1 week of being no longer a firstie and moving up in the world at AMDA. Basically, second semester has been pretty good. We moved into a bigger room in Vine. Most of my friends, though, are at Franklin or Oakwood. Oakwood's really cool because Oakwood is actual apartments that AMDA rents out when they have too many people in housing. And it's like staying in like a suite at a hotel. That's how nice these apartments are. But it's a 10-minute commute, so it has its flaws, even though they have a pool. At AMDA, everybody has a rotating schedule, so the classes that you have, you're most likely to have the same people in all of them. Last semester, there were 2 acting classes that were rotating separately, you know, but like in their 2 different groups. Because it was summer, so we only had 2, and this semester we were like basically mixed up. So we have half of the same people and half of people that not new, but new to be in our class. This week was pretty good, but it was actually really long. Like, by the time you got halfway through the week, you felt like you were in week 2 already. It was just, the week dragged really bad. So first I have improv, which is different. Improv at 10:30 in the morning, what? I have, Deanna. I have Deanna Reasanover. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I have her for improv, and it's improv 2, which I'm really excited for. I'm hoping it's going to be a little easier than improv. Improv's not my favorite. It's a lot. Improv 2 focuses mostly on character development, so that's pretty cool. Then I have VPS like right after that. And VPS, I have Chris Lang. He's actually pretty cool. He's very laid back in comparison to Deborah last year. Deborah's very strict and very proper and prim, and he's all like, hey, you know, what's up? And it's a very different experience. I'd say it's a little bit more of like a fun exploration type experience in VPS 2 with Chris. For camera 2, we have Nathan Chidiat, or I have Nathan Chidiat, and he's very different than Kane DeVoir. Kane was very energetic and very excited to be there and really just wanting us to explore working with the camera. Nathan is more where we have a set things that we're going to do and we're going to get through these things, and it's more on like the work and less exploration. So it's different. For acting 2, I have Jen Bloom, and she's actually a yoga teacher too. So our warm-up is very physically active. She seems pretty cool, pretty chill. Then I have History of Theater, Theater Inception. I don't know exactly what to call it, but it's with Ayla Harrison, and I don't know what to make of her. She is very, very fun and like sarcastic and everything, but like she's almost like she's very involved in what she's saying. It's just like in a class where you sit down in seats, I'm not used to someone that's as energetic as her, I would say. She's like a little ball of energy, just boop, 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 all around. And that class will be similar to Paige's Stage, where we read plays, but we're also going to learn about like the history of like the time period and like the authors and stuff. And we also will actually have quizzes and tests, which I'm not looking forward to doing. Stage Combat 2, which is where you learn how to use a rapier sword. And that's pretty much the kind of swords, like, think Pirates of the Caribbean or Three Musketeers, or for those of you who like the movie Princess Bride, that kind of sword fighting technique. My teachers are Christy, who I had last semester, and I have Tom, I think, but he's not here because right now he's actually working on some stunt thing in New York. So we have Charles subbing for, I think, a couple weeks actually. Holding the sword, you have to hold it like out and in your arm like for the entire class. It is hard. Your arm starts to hurt really, really bad after holding that sword for an hour and a half. Then I have acting techniques with something weird. I don't remember her first name. But acting techniques, it's basically about like, it's really deep on technique work and how you get into a scene and learning about the different types of acting techniques and choosing which one is best for you. Or modifying all of them together to make your own little new technique. My class schedule is actually pretty hectic this semester. Monday and Wednesday, I pretty much have no breaks. I am going straight from 10:30 till 7. I have 2 half-an-hour breaks in that, which is kind of crazy. Yeah. And my Tuesday and Thursday schedule, I have a class at like 9 a.m. to like 11. Then I have a 4-hour break, stage combat for an hour and a half, and then I have a 3-hour break, and then I have an acting class for 2 hours. What? And then, get this, Friday I have a class at 11 for 2 hours, and then I have nothing. But at least I'm not in the other group. The other group has a class that's at like the same time, and then they have another class 6 hours later. So I'm glad I'm not in that one, because why would you want to sit around for 6 hours waiting for your next class? Especially if you are a commuter, which a lot of people in the are commuters, so they have to sit around campus all day. So being a second semester and being in Vine, you're around a bunch, and I mean a bunch of first semesters, because that's what Vine is for. It's for the firsties. But surprisingly, we've met some pretty cool first semesters around here. I have not met all of them yet, which is surprising because I feel like I'm meeting somebody new every night. Multiple people new, and I still haven't met everybody. But yeah, some of them are pretty cool, like we hang out with them. But it's kind of sad because all of our friends are in other dorms, so you know, you kind of, especially if you don't have classes with them anymore, you kind of lose touch with them, and it's starting to feel really sad. Stop.
Hi everybody, I'm Cheese Muffin, and I'd really like you to subscribe to my friend Rochelle's YouTube channel by clicking on the red button below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave comments. This official message brought to you by Cheese Muffin Incorporated.